typical day for Ren at UA started before dawn in his cramped apartment in Musutafu, Japan, a stark contrast to the gleaming facilities of UA. This was where he honed his true magic in secret, focusing on control and subtlety to ensure no accidental displays of power that could betray his secret. He'd then make a quick breakfast before catching the train to UA, using the commute to observe the city and the various quirks in use, a constant study in how to blend in. Classes were a delicate balance. Hero basics often required demonstrations of quirk usage, forcing Ren to rely on carefully controlled applications of his magic, framing them as a versatile form of minor telekinesis and elemental manipulation. He'd subtly nudge objects, create brief gusts of wind, or even generate fleeting illusions, always careful not to exceed the bounds of what could be considered a relatively unremarkable quirk. Lunch breaks were often solitary affairs, a habit born from years of keeping to himself. However, one day as he sat quietly with his bento, a flash of pink caught his eye. Mina Ashido, ever the social butterfly, had noticed him sitting alone and bounded over, her infectious energy filling the space. She peppered him with questions about his quirk, his thoughts on the morning's training, and anything else that came to her vibrant mind. Ren, initially hesitant, found himself drawn to her genuine curiosity and easygoing nature. He offered vague answers about his abilities, but found it surprisingly easy to talk to her about other things, a comfortable silence occasionally falling between their chatter. This became a regular occurrence, Mina often seeking him out, and Ren slowly began to open up, a quiet friendship blossoming amidst the bustling cafeteria. His connection with Fumike Tokoyami formed more gradually, rooted in a shared appreciation for observation and a certain level of quiet intensity. They were often paired together for practical exercises, and Ren found himself intrigued by Tokoyami's dark shadow quirk, a sentient entity of pure darkness. While Ren couldn't reveal the true nature of his magic, he found a kinship in the strategic thinking both applied to their abilities. Tokoyami, in turn, seemed to appreciate Ren's calm demeanor and his surprisingly effective, albeit understated, support during drills. They would often discuss battle strategies in hushed tones, finding a mutual understanding in the need for precise control and calculated movements. Their interactions were less outwardly enthusiastic than Ren's with Mina, but a deep respect and quiet camaraderie grew between them, forged in the intensity of hero training and a shared understanding of the power they wielded, albeit in vastly different ways. Evenings were spent on homework and further secret magical practice, but several nights a week, Ren headed to the Wildthorn Bar. It was a relatively unassuming establishment, run by a kind, older woman who asked few questions, making it an ideal place for Ren to earn the money needed for his apartment and living expenses. As a bartender, his job primarily involved mixing and serving drinks to customers, alongside cleaning tables and restocking shelves. He often subtly used his telekinesis for efficiency, a glass sliding smoothly to a customer, a bottle appearing precisely when needed, or a spill wiped clean before anyone noticed. It was a mundane yet crucial application of his magic, keeping him sharp and reinforcing his ability to blend in, all while observing the diverse array of people who frequented the place. His days were a constant exercise in vigilance and control, a careful balancing act between striving to become a hero, managing his responsibilities as a bartender at the Wild Thorn, and safeguarding the secret that defined his true power. Yet, amidst the challenges, the burgeoning friendships with the open-hearted Mina and the insightful Tokoyami offered glimpses of a more connected future at UA. A future where perhaps, even with his secret, he could truly belong.
Get ready to slumber.